You know, I still haven't figured out what game I want Max to cover when he returns back to live streaming. But you know what? You know what he did and was so kind to do when, before we started the stream, he decided to name it Try Not to Get Hard. That's just wonderful. Thank you for that, Max, by the way. Asshole. Okay. Oh my gosh, we got a long day ahead of us. Look at all these beautiful people. The beautiful people, the beautiful people. That's all relative to your size, your steeple. Okay, so where are we so far? We had 2 with Joseph, 1 with Hugo, 2 with Damien. Did we have 2 with Robert? Yeah, we did. And then we just had the 1 with Craig, the 1 with Matt, and the 1 with Brian. So that's 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. Right? That's what I'm gonna go with. For those who don't know me, my name's Bailey. I basically explain stuff. And I'm not looking forward to playing more of this game. For one, I almost forgot that I still had to continue this game. I woke up this morning feeling pretty happy. I at first thought it was a Wednesday, but no, today is Thursday, the 7th, 2024. And we're in the end game still. Not really, we're not at the, like, 3rd day yet, but if you want me to go with Brian, we're going with Brian, sure. I was stalling long enough for you to choose something. Cause gingers are viable dates. Gingers need love too, just like black cats. And ginger cats, for that matter. Why not? Oh, I have a message from Brian. Hey, Daisy, I go fishing tomorrow. You in or out? It's raining. It's not raining. Well, if it rains while we're fishing here, that would be bad. Oh no, I've been dreading this day. I accidentally boasted about my abilities as a fisherman to Brian, and now he's challenging me to another dad-off. I've been doing my fishing research online, but I'm nowhere close to being an expert. Still, though, I have to accept. Good thing I recently went to the aquarium with Hugo. That was helpful. I typed back to Brian. Sounds great, man. Super excited to catch all those fishes. And my lawn could use another good mowing, you know. That'll show him. Brian responds back, letting me know that tomorrow he'll pick us up in an hour. I had previously forgotten existed. Man, that's gonna be a rough start. Starting at like fucking 5 a.m. or some crap. I heard fishermen go out that early, apparently. Amanda comes into the room from the kitchen, eating a cheese stick by biting it off piece. Monster! How dare you! You're supposed to peel it! That's why it's called string cheese! I didn't raise you like this, you know. What? It's called string cheese, not chompy cheese, Amanda! Get it right!
Dad!
Did you just call me in here to criticize my controversial string cheese eating technique, or what? Yes! And I will take that to my grave, because Max does the same exact fucking thing to annoy me. Same with biting Kit Kats and not breaking them off. I hate that! No, Amanda, we have to go fishing tomorrow. Well, you have to go fishing. I get to play with Brian's dog. Look at you, so special. You get to play with the dog. Well, I checked to see that I got a calendar notification to remind me to start streaming. I beat you to it, calendar. I'm streaming now. So, how do I become a master of fishing overnight? You went fishing in Girl Scouts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nope. My stint in the Scouts was brief and purely transactional. Thought I could get free cookies, but I didn't know I had to, like, be outside and the knots and stuff. Really? I thought the Girl Scouts get, like, free cookies. Have I been lied to? Well, it wouldn't be the first time. I almost did join Cub Scouts when I was a kid, but after I found out you don't get free popcorn from it, I quickly backed out. But I have to beat Brian! Dad, let me tell you a story. Do you remember last summer how I applied for a job at that coffee shop across town? Give me a refresher. I'm old. Old Ben Kenobi. Couldn't possibly be Obi-Wan Kenobi, now could it? During the interview, they asked me if I knew how to work an espresso machine, and I really wanted the job. So I lied and said yes. Lying on your resume. That's a sin. On that first morning, there was a line out the door, and within a half an hour, I severely burned my hand, and they told me to go home and never come back. I still have a scar from that. Ooh. Of course I remember. What does this have to do with fishing exactly? The bird is a metaphor, Dad. But I don't get it. You can lead a horse to water. What do horses have to do with fish and burns? Wait, I got it. Lawrence Fishburne. That's an actor. He was Morbius in The Matrix, and he was also the evil scientist in Ant-Man and the Wasp. And he was the voice of the Silver Surfer in Rise of the Silver Surfer, that Fantastic Four movie from like 2006. Are those the only 3 movies I know Lawrence Fishburne from, other than the Matrix sequels? Anyway, off tangent. That's not the answer. Dad, please, I don't get your obsession with competing against Brian. I don't either, but here we are. You wouldn't understand, Amanda. It's a dad thing. Gah. Please try explaining it to me. Okay, so basically, Brian is just... He thinks that he's so much better than me, and he purposefully reminds me of that whenever he can. It's like he has to one-up me. I have to beat him at his own game. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be the mousy little nerdy guy at the end of the cul-de-sac that everybody makes fun of. I can be tough! I whittled last Monday with Brian! What are their freaking names? I'm mixing them up now. Is that what you think is happening here? No, Amanda. Okay, I know that's what's happening here. I know everything, remember? That's why they call me the explaining man, because I know so much about... so much.
Ugh.
Alright, Pops, we should both be getting some sleep. See you in the morning? Night, Panda. Even though it's 3 in the afternoon according to these windows. But alright. No, well, now it's night. I brush my teeth and throw in some pajamas. Climb into bed, set my alarm, close my eyes. Typical hoorah. Okay. Sleep. And if this turns into a Max Headroom song, I'm gonna be pissed. I am wide awake. The crazies are coming out. I can't help but think about the last time I went fishing, hoping that there's something I can glean from it to give me an edge over Brian. I was about 9 years old. My dad woke me up one morning and told me to get dressed and meet him downstairs, which didn't happen because my father's dead, first of all. I never knew him. So we're just gonna pretend this is happening. It was still dark out. I had no idea what was going on, but before I knew it, we were both alone on a freezing cold lake. I had to sit there for hours while it got hot and muggy, the air thick with bugs. I picked at mosquito bites while my dad sat in stony silence, fishing pole in one hand, beer in the other. We didn't catch anything. On that long drive home, my father bought me a pack of cigarettes and didn't say a thing. Of course, that was all a dream that I wish was real. There you go, there's your justification. That didn't help, and I think I have some repressed sadness about my father. You know what? I'll deal with that later. I'm sitting on a boat. Boat? You know what? It's not a boat. It's a boat. You know, from Phineas and Ferb. I'm sitting on a boat in the middle of a body of water. I can't see any land, but I know it's a laka. The water is placid and still. I'm holding a fishing pole. I don't understand why, but it feels like my life depends on catching fish right now. I cast my lure into the water and wait. And wait. And wait. My whole being is filled with hopelessness as I watch the line disappear into the depths below. Bailey, if you use these titles, you're gonna get demonetized. I wasn't the one who came up with the title. That was Max's idea. So blame him. T. You used the wrong lure. I look up and see my father, just as he looked that one cold morning in a dream, disapproving. I'm panicking now. I pull the lure up and try to grab a different one, but all the lures in the tackle box are the exact same. I look up to my father for guidance, but he's gone. I try casting again, but I can't hold my footing. My boat tips over and I fall into the water, sinking further and further. I see the multitudes of fish that have been lying just below the surface, all swimming around me, as if they're taunting me. Ha ha, this chicken boy thinks he can fish us out of the water. Ha 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 ha! One fish swims up to me. He has Brian's eyes. You gotta use a neutral buoyancy lure if you're trying to catch trout, buddy. I jolt awake to the sound of my alarm. God, I hate when that happens. My dad's an asshole. I have no need to meet him. Thanks for the information. It's fishing day. That would explain the weird dream. I groggily slip on my clothes and get ready. I spot Amanda's door half open and see her still curled up in a mountain of blankets. Walking over to her bed, I give a tiny kiss on the forehead. There you go, there's 2 kisses now. If that counts, I don't know. You didn't count the kisses I give my daughter before. Fishing day, kiddo. You ready? No. Well, you gotta get up. I can't do this without you. Please, Amanda. Please. Also, stop sleeping in your clothes. Amanda pulls her comforter over her head. Never. Amanda. I'll get up. In a minute. Go away. Okay, so Brian should be here in 20, so you better not just go back to sleep. Amanda sticks her hand through a blanket to wave me away. I leave her room and make myself some coffee, and another cup with lots of cream and sugar for Amanda. Whenever she decides to get up, of course. Amanda eventually wanders in and chugs her coffee while I do my word jumbles. Hey, that's the doorbell. That must be Brian. You're making a thing for Dead by Daylight for me? Wait, we're really doing this? Oh, I thought it was just a hypothetical. Okay, well. Still rubbing our eyes, we walk outside to see Brian. Brian, it's like 3 a.m. based on the sky here. What are you doing? He's decked out in fishing gear. Daisy's falling asleep next to him. Early bird gets the worm, buddy. You ready to fish? I was born ready. My eyes narrow in on Brian. It's a good day to die. Yep, it's always a good day to die. It's gonna be a good day to die when I play Dead by Daylight. Because apparently I'm in a blood contract? Oh no. Hop on in, guys. Let's get this fishing party started. Before I die from Dead by Deadlight. Did I say Dead by Deadlight? I walk over to the driver's side of the door and open it. Woof woof! Brian's dog immediately hops into the driver's seat, wagging his tail furiously. You can't drive, you're a dog! Can I see your license, sir? Maxwell, let Bailey sit! Maxwell immediately hops into the back to cuddle with Daisy. Amanda settles in next to Maxwell and Daisy and immediately falls asleep. You ready for an adventure? Yeah, I'm ready for glory. That was not what I was expecting to say. Okay, well. I struggle to stay awake as we drive to the outskirts of town. Country music plays quietly from the radio as I watch trees pass by. Country music? Really? Why couldn't we just listen to Metallica or something? So, where exactly are we heading? It's about an hour north of here. Little spot I've been going to since I was a kid. My dad used to take me there all the time. I don't think anybody else knows about it. I don't know why I'm giving Brian this weird accent, but here we are. I brought everything we need so that we can catch some trout, have a nice little fire, enjoy the nature. My fishing pole is in the shop. You know, getting it tuned up, you know? You think maybe, have an extra I can borrow? But of course, probably not as nice as it sounds like yours is, though. Right. Yes. I am digging a hole here. I better lie in it! I stare at the forest lining the highway. The sun is just barely over the horizon, scattering dusty pink light through the trees. For a split second, I spot a deer grazing on the side of the road before it leaps back into the bush. Brush. After a nice quiet drive, Brian eventually tells me to pull off the highway and onto a dirt road. The car bumps along until we reach a clearing that opens up to a magnificent lake. Well, here we are. I step out of the car and help Brian unload our gear as Maxwell runs around us, barking. The kids wake up and wander to the shore, where Daisy tries to teach Amanda how to skip rocks. Brian and I carry the tackle boxes and cooler down to the edge of the lake, where he had a canoe waiting. I didn't mean to click that early. Ah, great, it's still in one piece. Hold on, help me out with Maxwell. I help Brian place a tiny dog-sized life vest onto Maxwell. Aww. At least the dog is distracting me from the fact that I'm probably gonna die from Dead by Daylight. Alright, your turn. Brian hands me a lime green life vest. Do you have one in blue, by perchance? This feels like something that Max would wear. Ah, whatever. Maybe if I fall in, you'll save me. I can swim, thanks. No thanks. I don't like any of these options. I can swim, thanks. I know how to swim, Brian. I don't need a life vest. Suit yourself. Brian turns to Amanda and Daisy, who are still skipping rocks. You kids want to fish?
Ugh.
I'm good with just throwing rocks into the water, thanks. Amanda hurls a rock into the pond with gusto. Is she gonna say I have a problem with authority? Yeah, take that, water! Amanda, you're supposed to be skipping them.
Hey.
Is that what we're doing? Daisy, don't you want to fish? I think catching fish is kind of inhumane. That was my point. That is the point that I made the last time I went on a date with Brian, and now I'm pissed off. We're gonna go explore in the woods and look at bugs and stuff. Alright, be safe. Don't go too far. You know what, if I had to choose between bugs and fish, I would take the fish, because bugs creep me out. I'm not afraid of them. That's a common misconception. They just creep me out. Brian puts a life vest around himself and we throw all of our equipment into the canoe. Maxwell happily jumps in and takes his place, looking out over the front of the boat. I get into the canoe as Brian shoves off. We paddle together to get ourselves in the middle of the lake. What is this angle? I don't like this. I've actually been canoeing before. It's actually pretty fun. And I've also been kayaking as well. That one time when I went whitewater rapid with Max, we did whitewater rafting. Most terrifying experience of my life. Oh my god. Most freshwater fish usually feed at dusk and dawn, which is why I had to get you up so early. Yeah, I know. That's pretty common fisherman knowledge after all. Fisherman knowledge. Something that I am very knowledgeable in. Still a gambling man? You know it. Let's see who can catch more fish. You could catch more than one? I wasn't aware of this. Yeah, sounds easy enough to me. What's on the line exactly? Besides all the fish I'm gonna catch, obviously.
Ah.
I was thinking something a little more high stakes than mowing the lawn. Custody of our children? More than that. Let's just say if I win, I get your weed whacker. Not my weed whacker! Oh no! I don't own a weed whacker. No, here's what he's gonna do. He's gonna buy me a weed whacker and then take it from me. The Whackmaster 2000! That's a limited edition! What is this, like the Nimbus 2000 of weed whackers? But, if you win, you get my pole saw. The Reach and Cut 3000. This is getting ridiculous. I know that gardening tools are not named that. The cordless version? That's the one. Shit! The Reach and Cut 3000 is state-of-the-art. Sure, my weed whacker's a prized possession, but there are those hard-to-reach branches at the back of the yard that have been begging for a pruning. You're on. We shake on it. You know what? Max's dad has all these, like, gardening tools, like a weed whacker and everything, and he doesn't use them. And it shows, considering the bushes in front of the house are straggly as fuck. I suddenly remember that I don't know how to fish. My foolish fatherly pride will one day be my undoing. I watch as Brian ties a lure and does the same stuff I can't quite follow. He does some stuff I can't quite follow, or quite read, with his fishing pole. He casts it into the lake. This whole conversation is just about two kids betting over the comic books, basically. No. You know what it is? You know what it is? It's two people betting over Pokemon cards. That's what it is. Because that was a hot topic for a while. I collected some of those back in the day. But then I was like, wait, what's the point of collecting these? And then I stopped. Oh boy, now I have to do it. I stare down at the tackle box and at the pole in my hand. Put some bait on the hook, insult the fish, stretch before physical activity. Stretching is good. Because I'm such a pro fisherman, I anticipate a lot of quick physical movements over the course of this fishing session. Sorry, I'm still stretching out my my quads here. To prepare for such activities, I will now stretch my body so that it's limber and ready for battle against these fish titans. That's very responsible of you. I do a few calf stretches, bicep pulls, crack my neck several times, you know. Ethan is actually really good at doing that. Cracking his neck, I mean. I bend over to try and touch my toes, but I just can't make that happen. I can barely get the tips of my fingers past my shins. That's not true, I actually can touch my toes. I am very flexible. Alright, my nobile body is now lithe and pliant, and I don't think I'm pronouncing these words correctly. Perfect for wrangling every trout in this lake with my bare chicken hands. Chickens don't have hands, but it's an expression. Now what? Perform fish mating call, tie a knot or something, meditate. What the hell is a fish mating call? I'm curious. He didn't like that. As you probably already know, fish also respond positively when tempted with the call of a potential mate. Observe. Gazing out into the lake, I prepare my call. Come fertilize these eggs, baby. Let me get that tail, you slimy fish. You got a hot pectoral fin. I regret everything and nothing at the same time. You know what? You got a hot pectoral fin sounds like you're trying to flirt. These other two things sound like sexual harassment. Yeah, you got a hot pectoral fin. Okay, I'm officially uncomfortable. All part of the territory, Brian. I guarantee those fish are horned up and ready to get caught. Let's cast this sucker. I pull my rod back and launch the lure as hard as I can.
Aha!
And the lure flies off of the line and sails far, far away, landing in the lake with a loud sploosh. Fish don't have mating calls, they don't have vocal cords. Shut up, I'm trying! Sorry, I judged the wind speed all wrong. This cold air, it drives the pressure down, you know?
Ah.
Go ahead and take my pole. I know it's hard switching to a new pole you're not used to. Reading a new sentence you're not used to. I'll fix up another lure. Brian hands me his pole with a smile, and I just sit there, feeling like a dumbass. All the time. Are we playing a... What is this shit? Are we doing the fishing game from We Play? I was gonna take a sip of water. Okay. You know that fishing game from We Play with like the paper fish and like a frozen lake or whatever? This is exactly what this looks like. Fishing around here is easy. They group up. All you gotta do is line the 3 of the same species and reel them in. What is this, like a puzzle game? I need to match 3 of the same species? I can't tell which fish are which, Einstein!
Match that fish.
I sort of can. Okay, so we do...
Match of the day.
Yeah, alright. There's another one. It's hard to tell. This is so hard to understand. What? That wasn't valid. Okay, wait. Yeah, here's a move.
Nice man.
There we go. My, match game skills are coming into play here. Sort of. I'm having trouble seeing anything.
Catch of the day. Okay,
cool. That's a match. Here's another
nice
one.
Catch.
This is really hard to tell. So don't make fun of me.
Match of the day.
Oh! I got 2 of them in a row. Nice. See, it's not like Chuzzles, where you can tell, like, the different colors and everything. This is really hard to tell because all the fish are kind of overlapping each other, and that makes it difficult.
Now you're fishing.
Now I'm fishing. Wow. I thought I was fishing before.
Catch of the day.
I guess before I wasn't fishing. I don't know what I was doing.
Now you're fishing. Match of the day. Nice match.
I hate how the fish are flying at the screen. It's making me uncomfortable. Oh.
Nice match.
Yeah, right over a match there. This is ridiculous. I can't tell if there are any more matches or not. I got 10 seconds left. Yeah, nope. That's not a match. Not quite. And the game froze. Oh, there we go. Hey, getting there. Good work. Thanks. If only I could talk to you while you're doing this. Oh yeah, it is like Candy Crush. I was trying to think of a modern day equivalent, but my mind like hit a blank. It was exactly like Candy Crush. Wow, this is way tougher than I thought. I look over to Brian, who's smiling and obviously enjoying his time out here on the lake. I will crush him under my chicken feet. Suddenly, the fishing pole jumps in my hand. I reflexively tug upwards. I think I got something big here! The tip of the pole dips down repeatedly and the line starts to run. Reel it in! I finally get the fish right up next to the boat. It's a long, beautiful rainbow trout. Brian hands me a net. Who's Annette? No, seriously, who's Annette? It's all yours. I lean down and notice that my hands are shaking with excitement. This fish is bigger than all the ones Brian's caught. That pole saw is mine! Oh, mine! No, something's happening. The entire canoe tips over with me. I find myself sinking into the lake. Oh, crap. Maybe I should have taken the life jacket. I should have taken the life jacket. Damn it. I knew there was a reason for the life jackets at friggin' the Massanutten Water Park. Damn. All of a sudden, I'm embraced under the water and pulled into Brian's arms. I'm finally dragged upwards, sputtering water. All of our gear floats on the surface. Maxwell doggy paddles around us in circles, having a great time. You alright? Does that count as one? Well, seeing as all of our fish are now swimming safely back in the lake, I guess so. Brian laughs. Let's get you on in the shore, Tiger. Brian and I flip the canoe back over and fill it with our now soaking wet gear. We row back to shore with Maxwell in tow. Once we... Why did you take your shirt off? Why did you take your shirt off? No! Once we get to the beach, Maxwell darts off into the woods. Brian takes off his shirt. Dots of lake water glisten in the sun across his strong back. Man, all that general contracting must have built that guy like an ox. Man, this stream is really earning its title, yeah. I hope he doesn't notice me staring at him uncomfortably. Wondering why the hell he took his shirt off.
Hey.
I'm gonna get a fire going so we can dry off. You wanna hand me yours? Yeah, okay, sure, I reluctantly take off my own shirt and toss it to Brian. See, I'm not as cool as you. I'm built like a... what the gay community calls as a twink. I'm not sure you'd be into, like, this pale nerd with these, 3 chest hairs. I suddenly wish I had done more sit-ups in my life. Or any sit-ups at all, really. Another thing you bested me in! Stupid, sexy Brian. Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all! Nothing at all! Nothing at all! Stupid, sexy Flanders! You might as well fry that shirt up. Seems like it's the only lunch we'll have.
Hey.
Today's young, we can fish from the shore. Once Brian gets the fire going, I sit and try to dry off my pants. Brian sets a couple of lures out by the water's edge. We're probably gonna have to put the kibosh on the competition for now. What's a kibosh? Until another day, I suppose. My stomach growls. You hungry? Oh, no, I'm fine. My stomach just likes making weird noises, you know? Ryan reaches into his cargo shorts and pulls out a few granola bars. Ooh, with the chocolate chips? I have a small child. I am flushed with snacks. Brian joins me by the fire and I accept the cargo short granola. And now we're back to waiting. Where did the girls get off to? Shouldn't they be back by now? I wouldn't worry about it too much. They're a couple of smart kids. Smart, tough cookies. That's what I'm worried about, Brian. They're too smart. They're probably establishing a small rural government by this point and installed themselves as their leaders. I take a look around at the sun cresting the tree line, casting the entire sky in a warm, golden glow. The forest seems to be coming alive now. Birds chirping in the distance. Wow. Nature is beautiful. I should get out of the house more often. A mosquito bites me! I slap my neck and curse. Nature sucks! I changed my mind. I'm going back inside. Here you go, bud. Brian hands me a bottle of bug spray. I begrudgingly take it and douse myself. I always hated how this stuff smells. Hate the smell of DEET. It makes me upset. Especially since I always have to use bug spray. Always, because otherwise every bug in the goddamn universe wants to leech on my skin. I hate it. And everyone thinks I'm crazy because I wear a hoodie in the summer. Well, there is a good reason for that, my friends. I hate the smell of DEET. Really? I always kind of liked it. Reminds me of being outside. Maybe you and I have different sentiments on the outdoors. Maxwell comes bounding up to me, a huge stick in his mouth. He drops it at my feet and looks at me expectingly. Aww. Throw the stick towards the wood, fake out throw, break the stick in half to assert your dominance. I'm gonna do a fake out throw. That shit's always funny. I wind up and prepare to throw the stick. Maxwell runs away for a second and then looks around confused. Imagine having to put that every time your class goes out into the forest in late September in Wisconsin. Actually, I don't have to imagine that because I don't live in Wisconsin. Brian and I laugh. I toss the stick to Maxwell for real, and he jumps up to catch it in his mouth.
Hey.
Isn't it a little messed up that we're taking advantage of a dog's inherent trust in humans for our own amusement? Never thought of it that way. Maxwell, get over here. I gotta make it up to you, buddy. It's time for the pets. What's the plan? Butt pats never fail. Scratch behind the ears. I'm gonna rub that belly. Maxwell rolls over and lets me rub his belly. He wiggles on the grass, clearly loving it. Yes, all dogs love belly rubs. Belly rubs always works. Especially Max's dog, Rusty. Man, does he love belly rubs so much. I miss him.
Aw.
I feel like a bit of a third wheel here. Why are you asking this question? Please, no. 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 I can power through this. I can make it through the first night of FNAF. I can make it through the second date with Brian and Dream Daddy. No. I'm so flustered I can barely say anything. I just focus on patting Maxwell and hoping Brian doesn't notice how much I'm sweating from uncomfortableness. While I'm playing with Maxwell, fish begin routinely pulling on Brian's lines. I watch Brian effortlessly fillet the fish, squeezing a bit of lemon on them and frying them up in a cast iron pan. Before we know it, we have a feast fit for a couple of shirtless dudes. A feast that will surely have me end up in the hospital, because I am allergic to seafood. Amanda and Daisy emerge from the woods, looking totally unscathed. Whoa! Dad Bod Patrol! I'm gonna have to issue you both a citation and demand to put your shirts back on. There are children present. Yes! Tell me to put my shirt back on. I'm so uncomfortable right now. Brian tosses me my now dry shirt. I put it over my head, thankful that I will no longer be distracted by Brian and his pecs. Sure, game, sure. Brian just disappears. Good! You should disappear. You're making this so painful for me right now. Where have you guys been? Studying etymology. What? We were playing with bugs. Oh yeah, etymology. I expected you guys to be more covered in, like, mud and stuff. Daisy looks offended. What do you take me for, a child? You are a child! You're 10 years old! And Amanda's 17! You're both children! Amanda puts a hand on Daisy's shoulder.
Ugh.
Right. Reality just hits her all of a sudden. We take a seat around the fire and Brian serves us up generous piles of fish on paper plates. It's absolutely delicious. Why does he have to be so good at everything? Before I die from fish and dead by daylight. Fish taste okay? I'm having an allergic reaction here, leave me alone. Daisy and Amanda both nod furiously, mouths full of fish. It's incredible. I've never tasted fish this good, and probably never will ever again, 'cause I'll be dead. You've killed me, Brian. You killed me. And of course, the last thing that I see before my inevitable demise was you, shirtless, and people thinking that I'm gay. Old Harding family recipe. Why are your pants wet? Well, Amanda, we were out on the lake, and then I accidentally tipped over that boat. I'm sorry, what? Don't worry, all the gear floated to the surface, so we didn't lose anything. Right, Bailey? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. This guy's the klutz, not me. I can't believe he just covered for me. Jordan, every second date with these guys questions your sexuality. Oh my god, it really does. Except for maybe... Well, what happened on Monday? Monday was a blur. I don't remember Monday at all. Gosh, he even out-humbles me. He's trying to beat me at everything, including my world-famous sense of humility. Damn it! We finish our fish and end up playing catch with Maxwell for a little while before we decide to head out. After cleaning up the camp, we pack up the station wagon and let Maxwell into the back seat. The poor pup falls asleep in a cuddle puddle with Amanda and Daisy. They've had a long day. Been an ordeal today, bud. Let me drive you guys home. I want to prove that I'm the most awake dad on the block, but... yeah. I'm beat. Fine. As we drive away, I take one last look at the lake disappearing behind us and smile. I rest my head against the window and the low rumble of the dirt road beneath us lulls me into a peaceful sleep. Hey, sleepyhead. Brian, did you get face freeze or something? Because you've made that same expression for a while now. I open my eyes and realize I had dozed off in the car. I self-consciously wipe a bit of drool off my chin. Oh, hey, I was just resting my eyes. In this case, we certainly have to jump into any sort of conflict. I'm super awake for it right now. And ready to fight. With my strong arms. My strong chicken arms. It's all good. You earned some rest, buddy. Thanks for coming out with us today. I had a lot of fun with you. Thanks for inviting us. I also had fun, actually. Glad to hear it. Take it easy, yeah? You too. Take it... the easiest. Brian chuckles to himself as he unloads the car. Amanda and I get inside and immediately collapse onto the couch. Long day. Yep. I was so close to that pole saw! Pole saw? Yeah, Brian and I were competing to see who could catch the most fish and... Ah! Stop! Why do you care so much about gardening tools? You should have been betting on Pokemon cards! Panda, just look at the guy. He's obviously got my number and he's rubbing it in my stupid face and...
Aww.
Dad, I love you. But you're kinda dumb sometimes. I know I'm dumb sometimes. I'm very dumb. I can't help it. Am I dumb? Or am I clearly the superior dad? Da-da-da. You know what? I don't have any of the energy required to properly unpack your weird fixation with asserting your masculinity. It's in my blood, Amanda. It's in my testosterone running through my blood. I'm going to bed. Night. Amanda slides off, this time sliding down instead of like to the right or left for some reason. She slides off the couch and face down onto the floor. I am a tired slug. Amanda, that floor is disgusting. We haven't vacuumed in over 3 years. I don't care. Well, night, honey. Night, Pops. Don't eat too close to your bedtime now. How'd I do?
Let's do this again sometime.
B for Brian. And he would like to do it again. Well, I don't trust
Welcome.
you.
You've got
I don't
Baz.
trust anyone, for that matter. I don't. I don't trust. I don't trust anyone. See what Hugo's up to. That way I can better keep track of these second dates. And then we just got Matt and Craig left for the second dates, and then that'll put us up to speed. Assuming that we can do all of these in this one stream, that would be convenient. I should take Hugo up on his offer to hang out. Had a lot of fun with him at the aquarium. I type out a message to him on Dadbook. Turn down the music? Why? Okay. You know, it's not easy for me to do that. How's that? Is that good? I'm just gonna turn it down a little bit, so... that should be fine now. Hopefully it should be fine now. There we go. Hey, still want a cheese board? You still want a cheese board? Cheese boarding is fun. It's a good summertime activity. Colin is still being a humongous shithead. He won't stop sending me the same picture of Jackie Chan in a mesh shirt to the printer. It's a nice picture, but it's wasting all my paper. Whoops, sorry, meant to send that to another teacher. But he's seriously insufferable. There's pictures of Jackie Chan everywhere! What's wrong with Jackie Chan? I like Jackie Chan. He's pretty cool. Save a couple for me. My Jackie Chan scrapbook is a little light on content, and I think this would really round it out. Let me get back to you after class ends. I stand up from the computer and stretch. Well, guess there's only one thing to do now. Dad nap. I hop on the couch and turn on some Antiques Road Warrior for background noise. I got the Zornick habit from a yard sale from $5 in 1982. To be told that it once belonged to a Confederate general is a huge surprise. This will feed my tribe for weeks. I really like the way the appraiser's voice echoes through the mouthpiece of his leather armor bondage gear thing. Maybe this is that ASMR thing Amanda keeps telling me about. Wait, leather armor bondage gear? Huh? No, we're not making comparisons here. Nope, I'm drifting off to sleep. Fuck that. Dadbook, you've jolted me awake. It was so loud I turned it down a smidge. Hey, sorry about that. Colin's in the principal's office now. He says he knows Jackie Chan personally and that Jackie won't be happy to hear this. I get off work in a little while and I continue to be very serious about the cheese boards. I fumble out a reply. Yeah, so am I. Hugo and I work out the details and I'm all set to meet him for a few hours. In a few hours. Amanda walks in the door just as I'm about to leave. What's up, Buttercup? That's a song, right? It's like, fill me up, Buttercup, baby, da 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 da. Anyway, just getting home from school. Where are you going? Oh, I have a meeting with the board. The board? A cheese board. That's what I meant. Yeah. I'm getting cheese with your teacher. Yep, that's certainly a sentence that is in this game. Okay. I dare you to put that in quotes, Jordan. Don't do that. I am vetoing this idea.
Put it in quotes right now!
Dick.
You're the dick.
Will you be able to defend yourself until dinner time? Yeah, I'll live. But only if you can talk him into going easy on me for the final. Sorry, buddy. That ball's in your court. Sorry, pal. No dice. Close, but no banana. Or no banana-flavored cigar. Now, what's in my court, you might ask? Just a variety of delicious cheese, meats, and their accompanying crackers. Maybe some olives, a little bit of fig jam, that, port wine cheese. Oh my god, port wine cheese is so freaking good!
Dad.
Yeah, I get it. You're excited about the cheese. Sweetie, you'll get it one day. But now I gotta go see a man about some manchango. It's always a funny sounding cheese, manchango. Please leave. Okay, fine, I'll stop venting about my obsession with charcuterie boards. I get it. You know, it was always nice going with Max to his grandmother's place up in Delaware, because every time that we both come up there, she's always preparing a nice charcuterie board for us with like different crackers and cheeses and meats and vegetables, and oh my god. Max, when are we going to go to Delaware next?
I don't fucking know. Text my mom or something.
Okay. I don't know why I gotta text your mom about this.
Well, you're the one who wants to go to Delaware and fuck my grandma.
What?
Yeah. I heard it. I said what I said.
But are you confident in what you just said, considering you started it?
I am. You want to fuck my grandma.
I don't want to fuck anybody!
That's what they all say.
Quit gaslighting me during the stream. You said you weren't gonna do this.
But you're the one who dragged me into this. And now, I'm going to make an ass out of you. Not just with the title, but with everything else.
Oh, just you wait. Just you fucking wait. I got a good game in store for you that I haven't even told you or the audience yet. Ha-ha!
Whatever you say, Bailey.
It's gonna happen! It's gonna frickin' happen! You're going to Delaware after the stream. He'll get violently teleported to Max's grandma's house. Yeah, just gonna get violently teleported to Milford. I walk into a quaint French diner and Hugo waits me down to a booth in the corner. He looks pretty tired. Long day? Every day is a long day when you teach middle schoolers, Bailey.
Oh.
Colin started a gambling ring. I'm sorry, what? The pictures of Jackie Chan were just a cover. He's bartering in those little rubber band bracelets that are also shapes. Oh my god, I remember those! What were they called? I don't remember. But I know exactly what he's talking about. The rubber bands that are like in specific shapes of like different things. They were like insanely popular when I was in elementary school. And at one point, the teacher was like, alright, that's enough. We're not having any of those funny rubber bands anymore. They're all banned. If we see any of those funny little rubber band things, we're gonna throw them in the trash. It's like, jeez. That's alright. I never could afford them anyway. I always stole them from other kids when they weren't looking. Is that the one that parents think means sex stuff? Is that why they were banned? What? Those ones, yeah. But the reports are just sensationalist news media capitalizing on the fears of suburban parents. As per usual. Is that the reason why our shitty little town has not one, but 2 different neighborhood Facebook groups? And I kid you not. I'm not gonna reveal where we live, because, you know, that's private stuff. But there are 2 different, Facebook groups for our town that we live in. I believe one's called In the Hood, and the other one's called The Dark Side of the Hood. And basically, The Dark Side of the Hood is just basically a bunch of Karens complaining about, like, people parking in the fire zone at the grocery store. Like, petty little things like that. At least I hope. Yikes. Right now I'm very ready for some fine wine and some delicious cheeses to get my minds off of the crazy middle schoolers and the equally crazy Karens. A waitress stops by and takes our order for the biggest cheese plate you have. For the love of God, just please put cheese in my mouth! And recommends us some wine. Do you two want a scorecard for trivia? There's trivia? Yep, we're starting in a few minutes. Pretty much everyone here is playing.
Yes.
We'd love to play. Right, Bailey? Yeah, sure. I'm very good at trivia. Remember my Family Feud adventure? I mean, that's not technically a trivia game, but I'm decent at trivia. It depends on the category. The waitress hands us a scorecard and a few pencils before leaving. I might not be much help here. I'm not very good at being smart, I guess. Come on, I doubt it'll be too hard. Bailey! Oh god, Matt and Brian are here too! They're here with their daughters, looking like they're ready for trivia. They come over to our table and greet us. Hey guys, you all here for the old question and answer game?
Hey.
Yep, we come here every week, but Brian and Daisy carry the team, and Carmencita and I are just here for the cheese.
Ah.
Provolone 2, Lost in New York, have been the reigning champions for the last month. Provolone 2, Lost in New York. That is the best name I have ever heard. I love that. I'm going to change my Discord nickname to that right now. Actually, you know what? Right now. Hold on. Let me reopen Discord. You think I'm joking? But join the Discord server. I am actively changing it right now. With the music in the background. Oh. Good to know that Vince wants me to play Doom. Okay, well. I'll respond back to him later. Let's see. Edit user profile. That's probably what I want, because I don't have Discord Nitro. Oh, no, wait. Set a nickname for myself. It wouldn't be my permanent name. I am so smart. Hold up. Which... I forget how to do this. I'm old. Give me a second. There we go. I figured it out. Provolone 2, Lost in New York. There we go. Oh, I don't think it's saved on the... Well, I'll figure it out later. I don't think I did the right thing. Anyway, man, Brian's great at trivia too. That raises the stakes. Great freaking name, though. That's for sure. I had to click out of the game to click back onto the stream window. Solid team name. That's Carmencita's claim to fame. It hurts me how good I am at puns. Oh, really? You think you're the pun master now, Carmencita? Joke's on you. I have twice as much experience with the puns than you do. Come at me, bruh. Like father, like daughter.
Hey.
You guys gonna try and give us a run for our money? We'll see what we can do. We're just here for the cheese. We'll see what we can do to not hurt your feelings too bad. I will destroy you! Yeah, middle of the road answer here. The cheese will taste so much better with a slice of victory. Hugo and I bump fists. Yeah, hell yeah, brother, let's do this. Tag team champions, here we come. We'll have to think up of a good team name, but I think this will be fun. Good luck. Brian, Matt, and their daughters head back to the table. Well, I guess we need a name. Got any good ideas? The Backstreet Boys. Wait, easy, breezy, beautiful. Havarti like it's 1999. Ah, real monsters. And Craigslist Swiss connections. I hate that I know all of these references. But you know what? I gotta go with Havarti because that's one of my favorite cheeses. Havarti like it's 1999? That'll do just nicely. The waitress comes by with our cheese board and we revel in its glory. Already I can see a piece of cheddar with my name on it. I pair it with some strawberry preserves and slide into dairy-induced ecstasy. Ugh. See, Pac-Man, he has like those little pixels. That's his ecstasy. My ecstasy is cheese. There's such a fine variety of cheese and charcuterie that I'm positively overwhelmed. A quick dip into the seasoned nuts. A slice of the savory yet salty Gouda. Or perhaps I've never seen that word before in my life. You know what? Substitute here. Or perhaps a wheat thin, topped with honey and goat cheese. I do love me them wheat thins. I'm so happy. Hugo raises his glass at me.
Yes.
Cheers to cheese. Hey, hey. Hey, stay out of my shed. Oh, hey! He's back! It's, I forgot his name. What was it, like Spin Master Quinn or some crap? A middle-aged man in a backwards baseball cap, sunglasses, and cargo shorts jogs out of the back with the frantic energy of a radio DJ. Frenetic. That's the word. Everybody ready for some trivia? Wicka wicka wah! Oh, he changed his name to Quizmaster Quinn. That's great. The restaurant cheers. Oh man, it looks like everyone's really into this. We got the midlife crisis DJ back. Let's go. That's what I like to hear. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Quinn Master Quinn. My name's actually Richard. I just like the alliteration, you know? Wicka wicka wow! More cheers.
Sad Master Quinn.
I didn't understand what he just said, but okay. I see some of you brought your children here tonight. That's cool. My children won't speak to me. Wicka wow wow. Quinn, you're making everyone uncomfortable again. Stop. This is the Jesus thing all over again.
That's the good stuff.
I'm just joking. Classic Quizmaster Quinn humor. It's actually my wife that won't speak to me. She doesn't want kids. Wicka wow wow wow. Let's get into some questions. Wicka wow wow. The first category is literature. I'm not gonna do the DJ noises every time, I promise. Excellent. You know who loved literature? My dead father. I looked up to him so much. Okay. Are you okay? Quinn, did you seek out therapy like I asked you to?
Nice.
More jokes! Classic Quizmaster Quips! Wow 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 wow! Wubba lubba dub dub! Just trying to keep it light here, folks. Just like I thought my wife was the light of my life. That's why I called her life instead of wife. Wow! Hugo, you got this literature stuff here, right?
Oh.
Does Franz Kafka have an irrational fear of one day waking up as a large, grotesque, insect-like creature? Maybe? I don't know who that is, but yes? This is the continent that encompasses the realms of Gondor, Rohan, Mordor, and Loenthori... Damn it, I should know this! This is frickin' Lord of the Rings! Other notable sites include Isengard's the Mirkwood and the Rivendell. What is the Elvish name for this continent? Endor, Hoth, Arenel, Lemuria. Lemuria? Well, it's none of these, apparently. First of all, Endor and Hoth are from Star Wars, I know that. I don't know what these other two things are, though. Crap, and I played Lego Lord of the Rings, like, so long ago, and I barely paid attention to it. I really hope You're saying it's number 4? I was hoping it was 3. But 4, I guess sounds correct?
Wrong answer.
Damn it! That was the wrong answer! I should have picked 3! Why did I listen to you? Who was the writer that created Tarzan and John Carter of Mars? Shit, I actually don't know. William A. Alcott, Edgar Rice Burroughs, Nathaniel Hawthorne, E. Doc Smith. Disney created Tarzan. It's a trick question. Haha, I know what I'm talking about. I actually don't know, and I don't want to search this up because I don't want to cheat. William A. Alcott sounds right.
Wrongo.
Damn it! Edmond Dantes is better known as this man. Frankenstein's monster, The Count of Monte Cristo, H.G. Wells, Dante Alighieri. I forgot what the question was. I forgot what the friggin' question was. Something about Edmond Dante. Is he the Count of Monte Cristo?
Correct.
Yes, okay. Purely guesswork. The quizmaster walks around the room. I think he's doing crowd work. He stops by mine and Hugo's table. Whoa, nice cheese plate you got there. Thanks. How's that cheese tasting, big guy? Good? Haha, great! Cheese used to be my favorite food before I developed lactose intolerance later in life. Wicka-woo! Thanks for sharing, I guess. I'm sorry to hear that, though. Cheese is good. I also developed clinical depression. I have crippling depression. Oh, but people don't tell you the just get over your lactose intolerant, right? Nobody's like, have you tried exercising to get rid of your deliberating dairy allergy? Dairy allergy? Or you just need to choose to not let your throat close up when you eat brie. I thought lactose intolerance was like, your stomach gets all funny and you fart a lot. I don't know. But, go off, I guess.
Oh.
Even Hugo's like, what the fuck? Anything? Does that scan? I'm trying to workshop my routine here. Quinn, please keep your day job. Quizmaster Quinn, wanders off to another table. Who wants to start the next round? Wiggle! Wow! More cheers from the audience. The next round is cinema. Oh, I'm good at cinema. Okay, here we go. Gearing up with something that I kind of know. Oh man, I love movies. Sometimes I'll retreat into them for days on end, because obsessing over a fictional universe is easier than engaging with my real emotions and problems. Wicka-woo-woo! Quizmaster Quinn is like the definition of those memes that are like super edgy, but then say something like, I have depression. Frodo Baggins, am I right? Is he okay? I think it's just his character. I hope. How's your cinema?
Hey.
Spotty. I don't know a lot about movies, but if there are any questions about bad horror movies, I can be of service. Oh, that's good, because if I had Damien with me, he would suck at that. That's an interesting one. It's a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine, you see. In Return of the Jedi, what does Luke ask Leia if she remembers? Oh, I know this one. Their mother.
Correct.
Yeah! What entertainer makes a fourth wall breaking appearance in the film Gremlins 2? Oh crap, I didn't see Gremlins 2. I didn't even see the first one. I got like halfway through that movie and then got scared and we had to turn it off. Charlie Sheen, Hulk Hogan, Emilio Estevez, Boy George. I don't remember who Emilio Estevez is. It has to be Charlie Sheen, right? Damn it! Should've gone with Hulk Hogan. He had a pretty funny cameo in Muppets from Space. Which of these 80s horror movies dies not featuring an Indian burial ground as part of its setting? The Shining, Within the Woods, Poltergeist, Pet Cemetery. No, Pet Cemetery, I'm pretty sure, famously has an Indian burial ground, and that's why the pets came to life. I had a very interesting conversation about Stephen King with Max's mom once. The Shining, that doesn't have a burial ground, does it? Because that one's about, like, the hotel. Was the hotel, like, built on a burial ground? No, it wasn't.
No.
What? Why is that not right? What the frick? Well, I didn't know what the other ones were. Ugh. I'm so mad. Why do we keep listening to you, Jordan? Seems like we're doing pretty well, but we're neck and neck with Brian and Matt's team. Those guys are pros. It's just the two of us. I look over to their table and give them a friendly but competitive nod. I lock eyes with Brian. He gets a much sterner nod. And the next category is wrestling. Okay, we're totally boned. So I know a little bit about wrestling. Just a little bit. From my time being in the ring. Hugo grabs my arm.
Oh.
Wait, I got this. Huh? Man, you know what I would want to wrestle with? Literally anyone. I crave human interaction. Please put me in a chokehold. Jesus Christ. Please! It has been so long since I've been held. Ah! I'm glad my insane shouting of this guy's lines has made Max's siblings stop watching their show and go upstairs. I can only process my emotions by making jokes out of them. Wow. Let's start the quiz. Remember that this is a lightning round. The first people to answer will get the points. Woo! I look over to Hugo. He's focused. He's in this to win it. Question 1. This was the original name of Stone Cold Steve Austin in his debut for the WWE. Max, do you know this one?
What makes you think I know everything about my favorite wrestler, Bailey?
Just wondering. Hugo's hand shoots up. Yeah, the enthusiastic one over there. Steve Austin debuted as the Ringmaster. Hey Max, did you know that?
Shut up! It's not like it was gonna help you anyway.
Okay.
Oh.
That is correct! Points to Havarti like it's 1999! Wicka woo woo wow!
Oh.
Next question. This city was the location of the first ever WrestleMania. This feels like something Max's cousin Ed would know.
Ah.
Hugo's hand shoots up again. Yeah, the one who looks like he has known the answer for his entire life.
Ah.
The first WrestleMania was held in New York at Madison Square Gardens in 1985.
Correct.
Another correct answer for Havarti like it's 1999. Hugo's destroying these questions. I didn't realize he was so passionate about wrestling. Never seen him act like him. I was about to reread the sentence, but then the sentence finished loading, and now I'm sitting in regret. Okay. I've never seen him act like this before. It's kind of strange. You thought I was gonna say it's kind of hot. Nope. Bailey don't play that way. Ooh, a tough one. This title match went down in history as the shortest match at WrestleMania to date. Oh, I should know this one. I should freaking know this one. It's one of the facts on the loading screens for 2011. It has to be like Chavo and Big Show, I think. Hugo jumps up, more excited than I've ever seen him.
Oh.
It was Chavo versus Kane. I mixed up my big people wrestlers.
Incorrect.
Ooh, sorry, bucko, but that is incorrect. The answer is actually Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus at WrestleMania 28. Okay, well, this must have been recent, so I wouldn't have known that anyway. I don't even know who Daniel Bryan is. No! That's absolutely wrong! The real record is Chavo Guerrero versus Kane, WrestleMania 24, March 30th, 2008. Wow, that's insanely close to Max's birthday. Based on that, Max turned 6 when this happened. I was 6 as well. Anyway. Kane took down Chavo with one of his chokeslams and pinned him for the 3 count. I will not stand for this travesty and Chavo Guerrero slander! Or Kane slander, because Kane was the one who won that. Hey man, I was just reading the card here. I don't actually write these. Well, you're still wrong! What are you, my ex-wife? The crowd erupts in laughter. Hugo blushes. He retreats back to his chair. Fine. Whatever. Believe what you want to believe. It's fine. Imagine that was Hugo taking a long sip of his wine. Wow, Hugo seems really fired up about that. Where did he get his encyclopedic knowledge of wrestling all of a sudden? Where did that come from? How do you know so much about wrestling? Oh, I just picked this stuff up. That sounds sus. But it seems like he doesn't want to talk about it. I turn my attention back to Quizmaster Quinn.
Oh.
Alright! Looks like we're down to the final category. And it's a close one between Provolone 2, Lost in New York. Brian and Matt high five. And Havarti like it's 1999. What a coincidence, considering we've been sucking ass this entire time. Hugo and I high five. We look over at Brian and Matt, Carmesina and Daisy, all playfully giving us thumbs down and stick their tongues out. I eat a big chunk of cheddar without breaking eye contact to show them just how serious I am about my cheese. The final category is cool animals. Animals, huh? I could never take care of another living thing. Hell, I can barely take care of myself. I'm falling apart. Everything's falling apart and I can't control it. Anyway, here's the questions. The Canary Islands were named after what kind of animal? Birds.
Wrong.
What? The canary's a bird! What the fuck? What is the last animal that appears in the dictionary? Zebra, zebu, zivna, type of American weasel, a zonkey. Obviously, whatever the hell that is.
Correct.
Because the dictionary's in alphabetical order. What mammal has the thickest concentration of fur in nature? Canadian beaver, duck-billed platypus, polar bear, otter. Given that the polar bear is the largest thing here.
Incorrect.
Damn it, why? Alright! I'm just gonna have to come around and collect your scorecards and we'll see who came out on top. Remember, the winning team gets a $25 gift card to Phil's Auto Care. If you need a car part, Phil's will fulfill all your filling needs. What, Prairie the Platypus instead of Perry the Platypus? Okay, whatever. I guess this is a good time to bring up, I actually did do a trivia night one time at a sports bar. It's no longer there, because nobody came to trivia night. I was actually working as a host. Max was back in the kitchen, and, you know, I could've played along. I was, like, testing myself without actually playing. Fuck you, you know what I mean. Everyone oohs and ahs. That's everyone's reaction to you, Jordan. God, I want that gift card. The quizmaster goes into the back to tally up the score. I pick up what's left of our cheese plate. Bit of brie here that tastes absolutely divine. On a cracker with a little bit of honey and dried apricots.
Oh.
So, what are your plans after our big win? Probably retire, take Amanda somewhere tropical, drink something out of a coconut. I always wanted to do that. How about you? Probably take my winnings to Colin's gambling ring. Bet it all on black. Just like Lego Batman. Walk out of there with more rubber bands in the shapes of animals than I know what to do with. Silly bands! That's what they were called. They were called silly bands. Oh my god, that took me forever to remember that. Bold, but I like your style.
Oh.
You want the last piece of Havarti? Nah, that's all you. You definitely earned it. After a couple of minutes, the quizmaster jogs back into the room. Everyone immediately quiets down, waiting on the bated breath for the results. Waiting with bated breath for the results. Wow, I really can't read tonight. Who wins the coveted gift card? I really hope it's us. It would suck if it's not us. Hey, everybody, we've had a great night. Lots of goofs, lots of laughs, a little bit of light crying in the back. But that's neither here nor there. It was a close game, but the winner of tonight's trivia contest is... Provolone 2, lost in New York. Come on down and get your gift card for Phil's Auto Care, where Phil nominal service is... God, I can't do this anymore. Please just take the damn gift card. Quizmaster Quinn just gave up. He's like, I can't do this fucking shit anymore. I'm done. Just take the damn gift card. Go away. Leave me to cry in the back. Brian and Matt run up to grab the coupon and bow to the roaring applause of the crowd. I do my best to convey to Hugo a sense of appreciation for his hard work at trivia, with only eyebrow raises and a shoulder shrug.
Oh.
We'll get them next time, Bailey. They haven't heard the last of Havarti like it's 1999, that's for sure. Hugo and I walked back towards our cul-de-sac, full of cheese and a sense of defeat. Brian's good, but I saw some tactical weaknesses there which I think we can exploit for the next trivia night. He seemed weak on literature. I think if we could establish ourselves early on, it would hurt team morale. Maybe it would get them more focused on cheese than winning. Hey, at least we didn't have to go against Wayne the Brain McLean. We would have lost instantly against him, no matter how dumb we were. But you're right. Next time we will be prepared. Shame about that one wrestling question, though. I'm not kidding. I plan to write a strongly worded letter to whoever employed that man. Come on, there's gotta be a story there. What do you mean? You didn't even stop to think. You pulled that wrestling knowledge out like you were there at the ring yourself. I was there in the ring myself. Many times in 3 different episodes, my guy. Well, I didn't fight Kane yet, but I fought a lot bigger competition than him. Boy, let me tell you. Not fun. Oh, it's just... stuff I know. Ask again, drop it. Oh, come on. Hugo, I figured you'd be better at lying after dealing with every kid in school for as long as you have. It's embarrassing. Come on. You know what's actually embarrassing? Not being able to explain basic algebra to your daughter. That's something I have to live with, because fuck algebra. You know what's definitely not embarrassing? Knowing stuff about wrestling, and let me tell you, I know a lot more than I would like to. That's all thanks to Max's cousin Ed, by the way, who likes to info dump about Brock Lesnar every chance he gets. Hugo sighs. Alright, if you really want to know, just follow me. Hugo leads me to his house at the edge of the cul-de-sac. We step inside, and his house is exactly what I expected it to be. Neat and filled top to bottom with books and art. Yeah, this definitely looks like Hugo's house. For sure. Welcome to my home. Sorry it's so messy. His house is actually spotless. I follow him down a hallway. What are we doing again? Hugo opens the door and ushers me inside. It's pitch black. He closes the door behind us. Oh, is he gonna reveal that he's secretly Mr. Incredible? Hugo flips a switch and I finally understand. Oh my god. This... This looks like it could be Max's cousin Ed's room. I don't know. I've never been inside his dad's house, and quite personally, it scares me. Hugo flips a switch, and I finally understand. Curo cabinets packed with inbox wrestling action figures line the walls, along with posters, cardboard cutouts, and every piece of wrestling memorabilia imaginable. A giant widescreen TV sits on a decked-out media stand. I'm speechless. I look over at Hugo, who's hovering by the door, doing everything to avoid eye contact. This is really embarrassing. Are you kidding me? This is the coolest thing I've ever seen! Look at all this stuff! This must have taken you forever to collect! And me being a collector myself of, like, different pop figures and Batman action figures, this is incredible! Can I touch this? Go ahead. I pick up one of his replica championship belts and toss it over my shoulder. Oh, this feels so good. Do you smell what I'm cooking?
Oh.
I think the line is, it's meatballs! Come on, you're not giving me much to work with here. Sorry, I don't watch a lot of wrestling. I just think it's so cool how you're so passionate about all this.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, I really, really like wrestling. He's blushing so hard right now. Hugo, you bought the wrong kind of pizza rolls again! I had to double track to figure out who was saying that. Looks like Ernest just got home. He's yelling in from the hallway. I can see Hugo immediately deflate.
Oh.
I told you those pizza rolls have less sodium. I just want you to be healthy, son. Ernest comes into Hugo's wrestling room and looks around with disgust. He notices me and scoff. I thought nobody was allowed in your precious wrestling room. I never said that. I just said you're not allowed to take the action figures out of their boxes and pose them so that they look like they're having sex with each other. No, I'm not gonna tell that story. I'll save that for the Discord server. Ernest gets flustered. Yeah, well, whatever. I'm gonna go throw eggs at stuff. Have fun with your stupid wrestling crap. Ernest leaves. Then a moment later pops his head back in the room. And your stupid friend? Well, meh. Ernest storms back out of the room. I hear a door slam. Hugo wearily runs his hand through his hair. Sorry about him. Sorry that I have to keep apologizing about him. He's just going through a phase, I guess. I try so hard to impress him, but it's obvious that no matter what I do, he hates me. Ernest has a thing against authority figures, and you don't get a much more authoritative than a teacher dad. I guess that's true. I guess. I wouldn't know, though. I don't know anybody with a teacher dad. Well, yeah, no. My ex, he gets to be the fun weekend dad, and I'm just Hugo, who makes Ernest eat his vegetables and turn his homework in on time. Are you seriously the only gay dad so far in this game? Hey, you love him, and you're looking out for his best interests. Take it from one dad to another. Someday he'll come to appreciate you. Maybe not someday soon, but someday. Man, he calls his dad by his first name. I never do that. Well, it's just like how Bart Simpson calls Homer by his first name. I hope so. Thanks for letting me vent. Hugo glances at his watch.
Hey.
Suppose it's getting kinda late. Let's do the trivia again sometime soon. I would absolutely love to. I start to leave. And hey, thanks for showing me your wrestling stuff. Maybe you could tell me some more about it next time. Hugo smiles.
Oh,
That would be amazing. I'll catch you around. It only takes me a minute to walk back home. Amanda's sitting on the couch reading a book about female photographers. Wow, I thought you didn't like reading. I don't. This book is all pictures. Okay. And even then, my patience is being tried. Did you get to eat all the cheese your little heart desired? I am a happy little cheese monster. But I made sure to leave room for dinner. Who wants breakfast for dinner?
Yes.
Hash browns! Okay.
Alright.
Toast dipped in egg! Alright. Blueberry pancakes! Well, only if you help me make them. You know, I'm the world's best blueberry sprinkler and totally amazing at heating up the maple syrup in the microwave. You heat up your maple syrup in the microwave? I'll have to remember that. Now tell me all about that cheese board. Amanda and I spend the evening cooking an elaborate breakfast with everything we can find inside the fridge. I tell her all about the trivia, but leave out the parts about Hugo being into wrestling. I figured she would probably find some nefarious way to use that information for a better grade. So best keep that to myself. You ain't gonna butter up your teacher, I am!
that was so good you gave me goosebumps.
That was so good you gave me goosebumps. Okay, sure. We'll go with that.
Welcome.
The trophy is Asiago Getter. I didn't even realize that before. Okay, so we got 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and then 1. I got time for one more, Jordan. Who should I do? Craig or Matt? Or actually, you know what? If I move fast enough, I can knock out both of them right here, right now. I mean, what the hell else am I doing tonight? Honestly. Ooh, you gotta be quicker than that. Ooh. I liked Matt. He was pretty cool. Liquor before beef, you're in the clear. What? That's not the expression at all. Instead of messaging the guy, why don't I just walk over and grab some coffee? I'm feeling really sluggish today anyway. Amanda! Amanda sticks her head out of the room. Father! Wanna go to the coffee spoon?
Yeah.
Max's dad and Max's sibling got suspiciously quiet. Oh, so you get to be called cool once, and now you're the cool dad who hangs out at the coffee shops and listens to neo jazz and stuff? Amanda, are you gonna bring your laptop and your leather-bound journal so you can work on your poetry anthology? Look, honey, do you want me to buy you coffee or not? Because I won't if you're going to keep insulting me. Let me grab my laptop and my leather-bound jacket. Ooh. Ooh, look at you with the insult. Oh, hey, it's that guy. I forget his name. Pedro? Maybe? Amanda and I make the short walk over to the coffee spoon. The place is quiet today. Just a few people hanging out and reading books in the cozy little nooks. I walk up to the counter and see a familiar pierced face. The stream is severely delayed on my end. The preview is showing the results for the Hugo date, even though that was like literally a minute ago. Hold up, let me fix that. There we go. Hey! You were the dude I yelled at a bunch the other night. Pablo! That was his frickin' name, not Pedro.
Aw.
Amanda casts a sideways glance at me. He tried to sell me shirts. And who might you be, miss?
Aw.
This is my daughter, Amanda. The person I am a father to and am very protective of. Thank you for listening to my explanation about my daughter. In order to make your acquaintance, my name is Pablo. Did I mention that I make witch house music? I wouldn't call witch house music, but okay. A piercing blow to my ego, though not one that'll dissuade my need to impress you. Leave my daughter alone, you crop-top, hippie-looking motherfucker. My innate dad sense is tingling. I am overwhelmed with a fatherly protective energy. I must do something to protect my child! Change the subject, defend witch house, reappropriate lines from Taken. Sure, why not? Listen here, Pablo. I have a very specific set of skills to, I can type pretty fast for people my age. If you so much as harm a hair on my daughter's head, I will be coming for you at a comfortable 80 words per minute after I practice a little. Dad. Bailey! Matt comes in from washing dishes in the back room to meet Amanda and I. He and I high-five as fellow cool people do, you know? I see you met my newest employee. I will find you, and I will kill you. I forgot to say that before that conversation ended. At your service, although I'm only here until Vacant Veil starts their world tour. When's that? Well, we have to put out a record first, and, Alright, Pablo, now what do we do with customers again? Right, yes. Pablo clears his throat. Hello, good folk of Maple Bay. Can I interest you in a tasty caffeinated beverage? A smashing pumpkin spice latte, please. God damn, that's brilliant. A classic. And you? Americano football, decaf for cutie, Father John Misto. Oh, why do I get stuck with the crappy references? I guess I'll go with Americano football. Americano football, please. Our coffee is just as strong as that band's feeling. Good choice. That's a band? I'm confused. I don't get it.
Hey.
Oh, American football is a sport, but it's also this emo band that made a good album and then waited over a decade and then made another good album, and their music was very sad and sometimes featured sad trumpets. Thanks for the info, but I still don't get it.
Hey, dude.
And I'm over-explaining the joke again. Coming right up. Pablo gets to work making our drinks while Matt observes him.
Hey.
He'll get the hang of it. For as goofy of a dude as he is, the kid works hard. Hey man, that concert was a lot of fun. We should hang out again.
Hey.
Hell yes!
Oh.
I'm actually gonna be doing some trading. I'm actually gonna be done training Pablo in a couple hours. I was gonna go to the record shop. You wanna come along? Absolutely! I love the record shop! Oh, especially the one in downtown Frederick. Good stuff. Actually, there's two of them. They're both really good.
Oh.
If you ever get the joy of going to downtown Frederick, go to the Record Exchange and I think the other one's called the Rock and Roll Graveyard. Phenomenal places. Pablo brings up our drinks and Amanda buries herself in her laptop. I spend my time sipping my drink and cracking jokes with Matt. Last time we hung out, he told me that he had some trouble hanging out with other people, but for some reason, he and I can talk and joke like old buddies. It's weird. I feel really comfortable around him. Once Matt feels comfortable leaving Pablo on his own, I say goodbye to Amanda and we start walking to the record store.
Hey.
Have you ever been here before? No! I mean, we have a record player sitting in the living room, but all I have are 2 copies of Frampton Comes Alive. Kind of outdated, if you ask me.
Hey.
Oh, this should be fun then. We're gonna find you some good stuff. The walls of the store are packed with posters, artwork, stickers, and records. A few people mill around flipping through milk crates of albums. Some indie band is playing through the speakers. It's a pretty nice vibe. So, why do people still buy records? It's kind of outdated at this point, isn't it?
Oh.
There's a lot of people who will try to tell you that vinyl sounds warmer or more true to the artist's intention. But really, I think it's nice to collect records. Oh, kind of like Max's mom. She has a record player that Max actually got her for Christmas like a few years ago. And she likes to collect different records and stuff. She got like a whole collection of different like old stuff that none of us have heard of except for her.
Hey.
It's cool that in this day and age, we just have about every song ever created available instantaneously on our phones, but there's something about holding an album and getting to see the artwork in your hands that I'll always love.
Hey.
That's why I try to get as many of the records as I love in physical form as possible. Max is the same way with CDs. What an old school bastard who's born in 2002. Remember when we were kids and we would have to wait around by the radio with a cassette tape so we could record our favorite songs? That's actually a legitimate thing I heard that people did back in the day.
Oh.
It made each listen really special, and mixtapes were even cooler because of how much work they took. Now you just make a playlist. I think the last time someone gave me a real mixtape was, like, in high school.
Hey.
I look around the multi-level record shop and spot some genres. Future wave, jungle, anarcho-punk, nunsploitation. That's not a real genre. I have no idea where to even start. How about the metal section? How about we find some Metallica? Man, this is a little overwhelming. Here, let me help you find something you might like. If you were a milkshake, what flavor would you be? Cookies and cream, vanilla, strawberry, purple. Like the Grimace shake? I think that was just like a smoothie, wasn't it? Or, well, I guess it was a milkshake. It was called the Grimace shake. Honestly, if I were a milkshake, I would probably be vanilla because I'm the most boring white dude ever. White, boring, nerd dude.
Hey, yeah.
If you could buy one type of candle scent for the rest of your life, what would it be? Daffodil Mountain Spring, Camouflage Summer Breeze, Spring Creek Fireball, Power Violence Cherry Blossom. That sounds like the name of like a metal band. Power Violence Cherry Blossom. It's like all females. That would be badass.
Hey.
What's your favorite ambient sound? Rain, bowling alley. Rain, bowling alley, Star Trek bridge ambiance, howls of the bone chorus. Rain is pretty nice. I sometimes put that on when I'm trying to sleep. What's your dream vacation spot? My backyard inside an active volcano. Jesus Christ. Living off the fat of the land in Ibiza, starting a new life in the Baltics. Now my backyard's pretty nice. What's your deepest, darkest fear? I worry that people are nice to me only because they want something from me. I fear that I don't deserve happiness and won't ever get it. What if nobody exists but me and I'm fabricated in this universe? Saying you too when the waiter tells you to enjoy your food. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, the waiter thing, definitely. Matt thinks for a moment.
What?
Oh, I know just the thing.
Hey.
Matt runs to the other end of the store and returns holding a record behind his back. He shows it to me. This is Trouble Will Find Me by The National. Is that a real thing? Hold up. I'm not gonna play it right now, obviously, but I just want to know if that's real or not. Let me see. Trouble Will... It is a real album, okay. It is... Oh, it's indie rock. Oh, boo! Why do you have to give me indie rock? I'm a metalhead. Always am, always will be. The Nationals have owned their sad guy sound on album after album, and by that point, they're old pros about feeling blue. The music is so amazing that I'll actually cheer you up. Well, thanks for the recommendation, I guess.
Oh.
You're gonna have a great time with it. I promise. Would have been a lot better if you gave me, like, Iron Maiden, Megadeth, fucking System of a Down. I'm spitballing here because I'm having trouble thinking. Matt and I bring our records to the cash register. A young girl with a septum ring and a buzz cut stands behind the counter with one earbud in. Usual stuff today, Matt?
Hey.
Just some light pickups. Matt places 3 albums on the counter. Swear I'm God, At This by Diet Sig, Forever by Mysterious Skulls, and Greatest Hits by Remo Drive. I don't know any of these bands, and I don't feel like searching them up. Tight.
Hey, dude.
The cashier rings Matt up and hands back his albums in a bag. She stares at me suspiciously. Who's the nerd?
Hey.
I'm Bailey. I basically explain stuff. That nerd is my buddy Bailey. Bailey, this beacon of human charm, is Molly. I got kicked out of art school for destroying my paintings at the end of every critique. Oh, man. Reminds me of this one girl in high school that Max told me about that was so self-conscious about how bad her art was, even though her art was spectacular. It didn't matter to her. She was always like, oh my god, it's so bad. I hate those kind of people. Lovely to meet you. Anyway, Matt, is this open mic night still on?
Oh.
You know it. Are the Third Waves gonna do a special acoustic performance? I might see if I can get a few of the girls together. There's an open mic night going on?
Oh.
Yeah, dude, we do it every month at the Coffee Spoon. Some amazing talent always comes through. Got a flyer for it right here.
Hey.
You and Amanda should come by that night.
Oh, man.
Matt blushes.
Oh, man.
I mean, if you're not doing anything. Will Venkat Vale be there?
Hey.
If only. I finished paying for my record and we head out of the store. Man, what a trip down memory lane. I haven't been in a record shop like that since Vans had shag carpeting. Actually, I went to a record shop like a month ago, I think, when I went to downtown. Now that you mention it, isn't it scary to think of all those weird little musical memories? How do you mean? Well, I think music is a very time and place sort of thing. A song is important to me not only in that I think it sounds good, but where I was and what I was doing when I listened to it. You know what? I never thought of it that way. I mean, I do have songs that remind me of, like, certain people. Like, The Dead Kennedys always makes me think of Max, for example. Or Elvis makes me think of his sibling. Or, like, anything that's rap reminds me of Jimmy. Never thought of that before. There's music that reminds me of my exes, of struggling through school, of being so poor I didn't know where my next meal was coming from.
Hey, dude.
All that stuff. And listening to those songs reminds me of those moments of my life. Yeah, now that I think about it, even the pop concert Amanda made me take her is special to me. I'm not really a fan of the band, but hearing the songs on the radio reminds me how young and excited Amanda was.
Hey.
And then that even reminds me of a younger me, going to see my favorite bands in concert with all my friends. Jeez, I wish. We always would go to my friend Cynthia Chapman's house beforehand and smoke pot in her basement like we were so slick. Her parents definitely knew what we were doing. I have never done that before in my life. I don't know where I'm pulling this story from. Wait. When was the last time you smoked pot? Matt stops and thinks for a moment. It's been decades. That's surprising. I've never smoked. Why do you even get pot now? Is that even what the kids call it these days? I don't know. This is just that 70s show. It kind of feels like that. Actually, I don't know about Actually, yeah, I do know about Delaware. Delaware, I think, is medicated only. Here in Maryland, it's both medicated and recreational. Don't ask me why I know that. But I bet I could find out. You want to get high and listen to our new records? No.
What?
I think I'm good. No, I'm sorry.
Hey.
It's a little juvenile, I guess. Let's just go back my place and listen to them.
Oh.
Matt and I walked back to the cul-de-sac and headed to his house. I hope he isn't bummed about the no weed thing. Like alcohol, sure, fine, whatever, but I don't smoke that. Nope.
Oh.
We sit and listen through the Diet Sig album that Matt bought, which is catchy as hell, I guess. I don't know who they are. I look around the room again and see photos of Carmencita growing up. I spot a young woman with a huge smile in one of the pictures with the two. Who's that?
Oh, man.
Oh, that's Rosa. She was Carmencita's mother. She died when Carmencita was young. sorry to hear that. Amanda lost Alex at a young age, too. I can understand how hard that must have been. I look around again, spotting a framed gig poster hanging on the wall. On it, there's an illustration of Matt and Rosa surrounded by flowers. The cursive letter reads, "Stillness the Dancing." Looks like they played the Soundgarden over a decade ago. Were you two in a band together? Yeah. That was the reason I was touring so much when I was younger. We traveled the whole country in this rinky-dink little van. It was hard to start, but once we started gaining notoriety and seeing how much our songs meant to kids, it was just incredible. I don't think you should use the word notoriety, because that is basically a synonym for infamous, but go off, I guess. Wow. That seems like a life some people only dream of.
Oh.
It was. And it was difficult at the time. Difficult at the same time. I couldn't have done it without someone by my side. Rosa and I knew that we couldn't do it forever. The long hours on the road, missing your family, sleeping in a van, all that stuff.
Hey.
So once she became pregnant with Carmencita, we put down roots in our favorite town to play in. Right here. Since she was a kid, Rosa has always dreamed of her own quiet little coffee shop. She, died before we opened it. I'm so sorry.
Hey.
Don't be. I'm not really sure what to say. I couldn't possibly count the number of times I told people the same thing after Alex died.
Oh.
Matt gets up to flip the record. Next to the turntable, I notice a dusty piano. Do you play? I'm out of practice. I used to jam on the keys back in the day. Pretending I know how to jam on the keys back in the day. Oh yeah? I fronted the hottest 7-piece ska band that Eagle Rock Bay High School had to offer.
Hey.
No way, you had a ska phase? Apparently. Phase? My friend, ska never dies. Neither does the metal. You can't kill the metal. The metal will live on.
Oh.
Except for Communist Manifesto, who broke up after the senior talent show to pursue solo careers.
Hey.
Dude, that's so rad. Matt pulls out the piano bench.
Hey.
Give me some of that two-tone love. Oh man, let's see if I still got it.
Oh.
I sit down at the piano. Go with a classic, stick to your ska roots. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Psych! I start jamming out of the piano rendition of the infamous song that you would play at parties in hopes of getting people to like you.
Hey.
I don't really remember it, but here we go. Cool. Alright, buddy, can you top that?
Oh, man.
I shouldn't. Oh, come on.
Oh.
No, it's been a long time. Never too late to get back into it. You just sat through a bunch of butchered version. Matt, you just sat through a butchered version of Wonderwall by Oasis. How much worse can it be? Matt stares at the piano for a second. Okay. Okay. Matt closes his eyes and runs his fingers over the keys. He breathes in deep and starts playing a melody. If I didn't know that he hadn't played on the piano in a long time, I would have never guessed it. Matt plays a soft, sweet tune filled with emotion. I've never heard this before. Is this one of his original works? This is so cool!
Hey.
Matt finishes the song and finally opens his eyes. How was that? That was... amazing. Oh, it's nothing. Come on, man, that was killer! Are you gonna pull that out for the open mic night? Oh no, I never play at those. Well, why not? You're really good. It's just, I just don't do it anymore. I just don't like being up there, alone, having so many people stare at me. It doesn't feel fun anymore. I can sense that Matt's getting uncomfortable at the thought of it. And I won't push him any further. I know my limits. Alright, man, but I hope you know how beautiful your music is.
Oh.
Thanks.
Hey.
Matt and I sit and listen to more records until it gets late and I decide I need to go to bed. Matt walks me to my door.
Hey.
Night, dude. I smile. Night. I walk inside and the house is dark, save for the sliver of light coming in from beneath Amanda's door.
Oh.
I knock lightly on the door and enter Amanda's room. She's sitting at her desk with her camera editing photos. Hey, Amanda. Amanda swivels around in her chair to face me and slumps down. So, what's up? Dad, I'm hungry.
Whoa.
Wait, no! Hi, hungry! I'm Dad! No! Yes! Yes! Hi, hungry! I'm Dad! Yeah, collapse on the floor! I have totally embarrassed you! I promised myself I'd never let it come to this! Sorry, kiddo. You set it up, I knock him down. You're a monster. I'm not the monster you are! Now, you want some spaghetti? Yes, please.
Eh?
Amanda and I boil pasta and heat up sauce in the pan. Try again. Amanda and I boil pasta and heat up sauce in a pan. Well, I boil the pasta and heat up sauce while Amanda watches. Despite my best efforts, I'm not able to set it on fire.
Huh?
How was your record collecting? It was great. Did you know that Matt used to play in a band?
Huh?
No way! Was he good? I don't know if the band was good, but he played some piano for me tonight, and it was amazing. Amanda, you had to go see it. It was like being in the same room as Beethoven.
Yes.
He played piano for you? Dude! Yeah, I brought it up that he should play at the open mic night that's happening in his coffee shop, but he kind of got weird about it. Hey, I saw a flyer for that. We should go. It's not too late to start a father-daughter punk band and play a couple of tunes. What do you say? Yeah, let me break out my glockenspiel. I think I only know hot cross buns, but we can work off of the chord progression. There's no glockenspiel in a punk band, Amanda. You crazy? Amanda and I have a nice dinner before she goes back to her room to do some photography stuff. I end up watching True Life. I'm a house hunter. They're staging an interview for the house hunter, who's crying uncontrollably over the color of the walls. They know they can paint the walls of the house any color they want, right? Except for the basement of Max's previous house, where the walls of the basement were an ugly shade of yellow. Makes me uncomfortable thinking about how uncomfortably yellow the walls were. It's like a mustard yellow. It was ugly. Matt's song is stuck in my head all night. Please tell me this is the end. My throat is giving out. Can't go on. I was really hoping we'd get to all the second dates and get them all done, but I just can't.
That was good. Could have used a trombone, though.
You're right! I could have played a trombone. I actually know how to play a trombone, not a piano. Stupid game. I thought you were predicting
Welcome.
me. What happened to
You
that?
got dads.
Is it because I complained too much and now you don't want to predict me? Whatever. I suppose I'll get to Craig and whoever the third date is gonna end up being in the next stream on Monday. This Wednesday will be an episode on I'm so tired, I don't even want to do an update. This Wednesday, AVGN2, that video should be coming out. And then Thursday, I will make Max start the worst game that I can think of. Still don't know what that is, I still gotta figure that out, but I've got time. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's all next week. Monday, Wednesday, yeah. Okay. Anyway. Later, I suppose.